Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be having a look at some Doctor Who treasures and nostalgia, which was yet another spin-off series to come from the show for a modern audience. So as you can see, I'm taking a look at Sarah Jane Adventures box sets and other memorabilia that was released. Now, Sarah Jane is a fantastic companion. She sadly left our screens in 2011 when she was filming the Sarah Jane Adventures Series 5. What remains of that, so whatever there was going to film did not continue. It's such a shame because she was so beloved. Everyone who must have known her, CBBC, you know, I used to love coming home from school, watching Sarah Jane Adventures. She was absolutely amazing. You were loved. You were honestly loved. You'd always look forward to it after school, you know, you'd be wondering what's coming next. She really was amazing, and the supporting cast really made it feel like a family, and you watching the show actually made you feel like you were part of that family. She left a place in a lot of Doctor Who fans' hearts. Quite a big void at the time, and it's still really saddening looking back. She did get to perform with David Tennant, Matt Smith, John Pertwee, Tom Baker, and even Peter Davison, and she had her own spin-off for K9 and Company, which was a pilot. They did. I recently watched her in the God, what was it called now? It was called Downtime, where she reprises her role. A great one to watch. So straight onto the packaging of the first DVD collector set. You can see, you know, we've got the monsters, you've got the iconic Grask, you've got the Slovene that originally appeared in the Doctor Who episode World War 3, and I think Boomtown, yeah, they were definitely in Boomtown. Now, what I love about this packaging is when you look on the back and you open it up, it opens to reveal Mr. Smith, you know, Sarah Jane's trusty iconic alien computer. You know, it's just, oh my god, there's so much nostalgia, like, holding this and just taking a look at it. It's just so, mwah, just, the packaging's just beautiful. It just screams nostalgia. Like, I remember playing, like, the game on the BBC Red button, and it would be like Mr. Smith where he would like do quizzes with you. But oh my god, so you got like the Gorgon, you know, you've got the Trickster, which was such an iconic monster for Sarah Jane to face, and it was brilliant when they made him return to take on the 10th Doctor and the Bannerman Road gang as well. So yeah, stylization, like the packaging, absolute fantastic. Like, they really know how to sell this product. So the box sets continued to come out. So here we have the second series featuring Rani, Clyde, Luke and Sarah Jane, and the villain on this series opener was the Sontarans, and it's a nice callback to the Sontaran stratagem and the Poison Sky with David Tennant, because they do use like a clip from that to explain what's happened to him and how his injuries have been sustained. There was a really cool use of Bradley Walsh in this series. Now, Bradley Walsh plays the creepy clown, Odd Bob, which just goes to show that actor's versatility. I love him on the chase, and just growing up, I did not really know that it was Bradley Walsh. That's how immersed into the show I was. I thought it was really creepy. It was like Sarah Jane's It, if I'm honest. So yeah, we've got two more of these, and then I still haven't been able to find series 4 and 5, so I am on the hunt. However, there is a box set that's available as well, and I think I may try and locate it at some point, but right now the vanilla releases suit me to a T. So as you can see, we've got Sarah Jane's trusty Sonic lipstick that helps her get out of trouble, a gift from the Doctor. Now, I do remember having the toy watch and the actual toy version of the sonic screwdriver. Now, it goes for stupid money on eBay and it's just not worth it. All I need to get really is the watch to accompany this with. But yeah, it's really detailed. Like, yeah, it doesn't light up, but I love the ruby, I love the silver, I love the metallic look to it. It's so cute, and I think it just looks amazing. It's so authentic as well, and it looks pretty screen accurate, if I'm honest. Obviously, like, I think hers had a button on to like light up the emitter, props and stuff like that. I think it looks really good with the roleplay items. Right, let's talk figures. So, Sarah Jane originally was released as a Series 2 Doctor Who action figure from her first appearance since the classic series and the spin-offs in School Reunion. Now, I recently acquired this figure and I've posed her next to Rose Tyler, which is a nice that scene with her getting told how to use the Sonic, and then they have that like proper bitch off in the school. Now, Sarah Jane then was later released based on her outfit from Invasion of the Bane. Now, this was a Christmas or New Year's Day special, which aired in, oh god, was it 2007? I think it was 2007, and it was amazing. This was just after The Runaway Bride, so it was like New Year's Day. You know, we was treated to more Doctor Who sort of stuff on the telly, and I think that's what's really good about like owning these figures. I've recently recollected them and supported the amazing Star Wars man Mark. You know, if you've missed out on Doctor Who relics and cool classic nostalgic memorabilia of all walks of fandom, definitely check out the Top Floor in Affleck's because he's amazing. Anyway, back to the video. So, as you can see, there's various Sarah Jane figures which are very reminiscent of her outfits from Sarah Jane Adventures. You know, you've got her with the Grask, you've got her with the Kudlak figure, which is actually her outfit from, I think it's Invasion. Is it Invasion of the Slovene or Slovene? It's been a while. I defo need to go back and rewatch these. But there's the Invasion of the Slovene. No, Invasion of the Bane, and then it was Slovene and whatever. Anyway, you know, various different outfits. So you had some variants. You had her with the baby Slovene, the young Slovene from her first proper CBBC episode, and then later they became a recurring villain throughout the show, and were later repainted like an orangey colour to be a different cousin of the Slovene, the Blathery, in the late season. I think it's season 4, or was it 3? It was 4. Yeah, I think it sounds more like 4. Again, got these from Star Wars man Mark, because he has some of like the old like Torchwood and Sarah Jane figures, as well as like some classic Doctor Who figures. So if you definitely missed out on stuff, then you should definitely check out Affleck's. Now, I really love all of these. I think they are very cute, and it's so nice. It's such a bizarre concept to think, why did they never release her with the sonic screwdriver, like the sonic lipstick? I don't understand. Like, maybe it was budgetary reasons, but if you can make like loads of David Tennant with like the 10th Doctor Sonic, surely they could have just like repainted a Sonic gold and then just paint the emitter red. Do you know what I mean? Really tempted to do that myself, actually. So it came with this device. She came with the like poet device. Now I had that as well. Again, when you're a kid and you don't think, you're just enjoying like your merch, you know, your toys at Christmas. I broke it, so I don't know what happened to it. But God, there's so much stuff that could have been released. You know, you could have had the Companions of Sarah Jane. You could have had more monsters. I remember seeing these in like pound shops. You know, they just wasn't selling, and they was in like the reduced bin. They had them in Argos. They had them in Forbidden Planet. they were everywhere at one point, and then just dwindled. Maybe people weren't buying them. You know, it's a shame. I mean, there's some like cool variants you could do. You know, you could have her in a various shirt and waistcoat, and her later hairstyle. You know, as she got more serious. Like, I feel like she was a bit more serious towards the end of it. Like, you had the happy fun Sarah Jane, and then by like season 4 and 5, I think she was like proper stern. So, anywho, to round off, we had the villains. Now, they didn't release a lot. It was literally just the Grask, Kudlak, the Slitheen, the Star Poet from Invasion of the Bane, and that was it. They were the only Sarah Jane villains we got to see, which was a shame. However, you know, we've got some from Doctor Who that you can display with Sarah Jane, like the Jadoon, the Sontarans, you know, like Commander Strax, Commander Squirrel. Just repaint that, you know, knock a tooth out. The Trickster you could easily make using a Lilith figure from Series 3, the messed up looking witch character. You know, part of me is thinking the Talons of Wen Chiang character, you could make that creepy, was he like a ghost character from Series 3? You could make him, you know, quite easily, depending on how much they go for. You know, just, there's a fantastic person on Instagram. I've actually forgot his name, I'm really sorry, but they do a lot of Sarah Jane customs and they are phenomenal. So if you want to check out some of the Sarah Jane custom people, then go and give them a follow. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Now, let me know in the comments what was your favourite Sarah Jane season and what was your favourite top 5 favourite Sarah Jane moments over her tenure on the Sarah Jane Adventures. See you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.